All right. Hey, everybody. You're listening to the Book Club podcast, where we talk about everything from movies, music, life, and occasionally the books we're reading. Follow us wherever you find your podcasts, and I hope you enjoy the show. I'm Tessa, and I'm here today with my co hosts, Tabrisha,
Hello.
Evelyn,
Hey, hey.
and Chris.
Hi.
Sadly, Whitney is not joining us today, but she will be back next episode. All right. First and foremost, I need to introduce myself here as this group's resident sports noob. And I have heard that the FIFA World Cup is this year and didn't know anything about it, including the fact and also did not know a lot about sports as I was pressed. So everyone is actually here today to teach me more about the sports ball and ultimately what it means to follow a sport as a fan. So should you talk about the FIFA World Cup?
Where to begin with the FIFA
Well,
World Cup?
this tournament is like not quite, it's like I think it started in the 30s. So it's very old. It's a
Hmm.
very, very old tournament. And it's only every 4 years, which makes it really special in that. So in your lifetime, you will only, there's only a maximum amount of World Cups you can actually watch. And, at different times in your life, you can always measure different times in your life by that. So I think, and it's the most watched tournament in the entire world,
Yep.
hands
Hmm.
down. Like nothing even comes close to the billions that watch the World Cup. So it's kind of a
Yeah.
big deal. It's kind of a big deal. But
What is the
It's
biggest
like
game
it's
across it?
nicknamed the world. It's called the World Game because it's just like everyone in the world
I
watches
have
it.
heard that like soccer or football is like the most played in the world.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yes.
kind of.
Kind of.
Just
yeah,
about,
yeah.
you know?
It's
And
it's
yeah,
it's it's a low barrier of entry because you just need a ball and two goals and a small patch of, dirt, grass, whatever you want to call it, and that's
Concrete.
about it. You don't even need like sneakers. You could just be barefoot and be playing. So
Hmm.
that's why
Mhm.
a lot of countries, that's what they naturally gravitate to.
Hmm.
Yeah.
yeah. So all of you have followed like soccer in some way in like to a certain capacity. I feel like because I know some of you follow women's soccer. Occasionally, I will remember that Chris actually does watch the football, because like sometimes I don't remember how often I remember it, but like sometimes there will be moments where it's like the football is on, it's happening now, like we are with it's on the TV and it is happening now. So
All
like
right, hang on.
I don't have
Everybody shut up. Everybody shut up. My game is on.
exactly.
All right, no, no. To be fair, and I'll go first on this because I probably follow the least out of everybody here because I
Yeah.
don't normally watch sports. But what will happen is I will watch when a tournament is happening.
Mm.
So Copa de Oro, CONCACAF, specifically the Latin American countries. Those tournaments are the ones that I'll watch.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, once FIFA starts, once the World Cup starts up, then I'll try to watch some of the games,
Yeah.
just because it does have a much more intense feeling. Uh,
Do you support any
Not particularly. I'll like depending on what team is playing, then I'll make a decision. I can see Evelyn laughing.
That's like this
I
big.
love like what country are you from?
Well,
Like
yeah,
no, I'm not
exactly.
supporting
No,
anyone.
look,
I'm not
El
supporting.
Salvador does not make it to the World Cup. El Salvador has made it
Yeah.
to the World Cup a handful of times. One of those times was in 1994, and that's the first one that I remember watching.
There you go.
you really do measure like your life like by this, like,
Yeah.
which is
Oh,
crazy.
by the way, I say they made it to a World Cup. I think they were like in the third, like they got eliminated first round. Like
Yeah,
I
I
Oh,
say
can
so
see
they
that.
probably,
got eliminated
yeah,
really early.
they didn't make it to the knockout.
The
Yeah,
honor was
Stage.
being
Yeah.
there. The honor was being there.
Yeah.
exactly the
Yeah.
honors being there, and like to be fair, they do show up every once in a while, but
Mm-hmm.
they're early round knockouts. They don't last that long. So
Hmm.
once they're out, then it's usually like, yeah, right, I'll go for Mexico this time, or
You'll
Argentina,
you'll go to the
depending.
next Latin American country that you feel
Yeah, and then once it's inevitably down to like Germany and France, then I'll go for German.
Really? Oh,
Always,
okay.
always
That's
either
funny.
Germany, France, the
Italy,
Spain,
Netherlands,
Spain.
Spain.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think if
Spain.
Spain.
Spain's there, I'm going for Spain, obviously. But
Heck
like,
yeah.
yeah, no, I don't follow sports regularly. I just
Or
have
closely.
or closely. I just have passing knowledge of sports
Have
enough that
none.
like if somebody brings up, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Like that's an intense victory, or like, sometimes a thing will cross my feed and I'll be like, oh, that was dope.
I
But
have no
that's
context.
about it. Look, I have enough knowledge where I can, during like one of these tournaments, walk into a bar while it's playing and celebrate with everybody else there.
I love that.
Depending, like, see the majority of the fans, like, okay, which like jersey they're waiting or like wearing, so I'm not like
I'm not walking into
embarrassed.
a dedicated sports bar for this, all right? I've made that mistake once.
I've made that mistake one time, but a game wasn't playing. I did not realize until I saw like their stuff on the wall, and it was Adina, our friend, and I turned to her. I was like, "This is a Liverpool bar. What the hell are we doing?"
Completely attacked your sensibilities.
I do
But
remember
I was hungry, and they had very good fries. So I was like, "Okay, we're staying."
I do remember we once went into a sports bar and there was a game going on, but I do not remember what game was
I
happening.
Oh,
want to say it was college football or something
I
like
think
that,
so.
right? NFL
I
or college football, but not a
Wasn't
New York
it
team.
rugby?
No,
no.
it was like the place was packed and there was like a bunch of like, I want to say they were
Oh yeah,
college
yeah, yeah.
age in
No,
their 20s, a bunch of the people there.
It was
Yeah.
it
college
was
I
football.
racing.
mean, look,
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
fair, you say this. However, I would like to remind you that while we were working in Barnes& Noble,
Oh
just
god.
when Tessa and I were there, you guys had already left.
Mhm.
One of the places that we would hang out was actually a Steelers bar.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, no one knew that until much later,
What,
but
in Midtown?
downtown there was a Steelers bar,
Oh.
the Reservoir, which is where we would all go to drink after work.
Oh
It's
god.
actually a Steelers bar.
I didn't know
It's because they
this.
would only put up their like the Steelers like memorabilia during football
A
season.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Oh my god.
Yep.
I also couldn't imagine like because this is I guess this is probably also why I don't follow sports like religiously or was ever drawn to it because like I can't imagine like not being able to go into a sports bar because you supported a different team. You know what I mean? Like I can't imagine that.
With varying degrees of animosity, I feel. Like I feel
Yeah.
like some you could probably go into, you're not a fan of it, but that's okay. Like they don't care if you're not wearing the opposite jersey, right?
Hmm.
So it's not that big a deal. I don't know
Yeah.
if some others sports bars are more territorial. I don't know.
I
I mean, it's like you wouldn't don't go to a bar near Yankee Stadium and where you're a Boston Red Sox fan because it's
Oh
like
yeah.
yeah, that's
you
what I
will
was
not
gonna
make
say.
it out alive.
But like,
So,
here's the thing: if you're walking specifically into a sports bar that supports a team,
Uh-huh.
and you decide to wear a jersey of somebody of a different team in that same league, yeah, you might have an issue. You might get some weird looks. If you're walking into a sports bar in just a t-shirt, unless there's a game happening, no one's going to care.
yeah.
Because it's still just a bar,
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
you know? Unless it's
exactly.
specifically like, no, you must be, you must support this team. You
to
must support the
enter.
Yankees in order to patron this bar. Unless it's one of those, which is very rare in New York. It's very rare in NYC to come across one of those.
Oh,
But like, it is a thing. Like,
must support Yankees to enter.
it's enough of a thing that it was parodied in Eurotrip.
Oh crap, I forgot.
Oh,
Oh,
I
I
remember that too.
remember
I remember,
that.
Because they
but
walk
see,
into
in like the UK, you
it's a
can't like
different
that's
piece
a very
altogether.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I was
Yeah.
gonna
You
say it's
can't
very different there. You
yeah,
cannot. Yeah.
you cannot like you can't go into a Manchester City bar and wear an Arsenal jersey. Like no,
Yeah,
that's
you
not.
will actually get beaten.
Yes,
Oh
you
my
will.
god.
But that's what I'm saying. Like in NYC, it's vastly different.
Yeah.
Because I have heard of like if you're in a different like a smaller town
Mm-hmm.
and you're not supporting the local team, I mean, you're gonna get hazed. Because it's like, what are you doing in here? You know?
Yeah. I mean, I guess. Oh God, that's really funny. And because you have all brought up the fact that like, how do you not know when the World Cup is happening when you have a string of bars like near where you live that do clearly openly like support their teams at
Hmm.
the cup?
Yep.
Well, I
Oh
think
my
this
God,
year is a little different in
what
the
has
sense. So a lot has changed. So first they added more teams. It's from, I think we said 32
Yeah,
to
to 48.
that's a
48.
lot.
Yeah. And that is just FIFA being FIFA. Like,
Oh,
they
I
just
see.
want more money. That's it. They
Yeah.
just want more money. So that's one thing that's changed. The other thing that's changed is that instead of how usually with the World Cup, when there is a country, it's usually one country hosting.
Mm-hmm.
The difference for this one is three countries hosting. So
Well,
Hmm.
it's
no,
the
there's
US.
been previous times where two countries have hosted, South Korea, Japan, and 2002. They
Oh,
Oh,
split it.
oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I did not know that.
yeah.
I thought, but I
I
mean,
thought it was
this
just
one is
Japan.
like a little different because, in the sense, it's just like they consider
Three
it, yeah,
is the
three,
difference.
and then also it's like all in one continent, in the like they call it like the Americas kind of thing. So it's like the
so who's
U.S.,
hosting this year?
Canada, and Mexico.
Yep.
I I
Oh,
think the reason for this is because there are not that many countries that came that came up to bat to say we want to host the 2026 World Cup. I think there were only four countries, and the US, Mexico, and Canada, instead of just to be a single entry, they decided to come together as one to become like the Americas, a bid against Morocco. That was
wow.
the other bid because I think countries kept dropping out,
Well, the
like
other
saying like,
thing is, I think they take into consideration where the previous one was, and then the other one should
Yeah.
not be close. You know what I'm saying? So if one was in
Mm.
Europe, you don't want it really again in Europe. The last one was in Qatar, so you don't wouldn't want Morocco or something like that. So
yeah,
seeing U.S., Mexico, Canada was more of a better option. Okay, yeah, let's take it to that side of the world.
Yeah, I just looked it
yeah,
up. Apparently, that's a law that got, or like a rule that they instituted like in 2012 or something like that.
Mm.
Yeah.
because I
So,
think next one is also the next World Cup is, I think they're doing the same thing again. It's they're
Spain,
doing the three,
Portugal. I think it's Spain,
yeah,
Portugal,
yeah.
which sounds
Mhm.
really amazing to be honest.
I think
honestly,
that would be more doable than, I don't know why they
Yeah,
thought US, Mexico, and Canada. They were like, yeah,
where
this is doable. Like, no,
I know.
so U.S., Mexico, Canada is hosting. Like, where is it being held?
In various cities.
in
Ah,
various cities.
gotcha.
That's where the drama
But
going to MetLife is
Oh
happening.
God.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that's why.
yeah. The
Yeah.
majority so far is
I
so.
think we lost Evelyn again. Hang on.
Oh, can you hear me?
Now you
Now we
can.
can, yeah.
So I forgot what we were saying.
Yeah, what were you saying?
The drama with the MetLife
Ah,
Stadium.
Oh yeah, that because
This is various cities.
yeah, it's so you have what they are now called, like, they can't even call it MetLife because any stadium that has a corporate name that is does not it's not a corporate sponsor of FIFA, it can't be shown. So it's called the New York New Jersey Stadium, which
that's
Mm.
funny.
which is also another controversy because New Jersey is like, why is New York's name first? MetLife is actually New Jersey, which they have a fair point, but that's another issue there. So you have that stadium, and then there's also another stadium, which they're saying it's Boston, but it's not even in Boston. It's like a few like miles outside of Boston. You have in Florida, I think Texas, California. It was
Wow.
supposed to be in Illinois, in Chicago, but Chicago said no because I think they got like the list of demands what FIFA was asking of them,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, Chicago's like, this is in no way benefiting us at all, and they were like, we don't want to be involved. And actually, a lot of cities are looking are, are thinking like we should have followed Chicago's because Chicago is smart in this case. Um, but apart from from what I've seen, it seems like a majority of the games are happening in the US, but there are a few that are happening in Canada and also in Mexico.
Yeah, so I actually have the map up right now. There's gonna be one of the stadiums in Vancouver, one in Toronto, and then there's three in Mexico, which is in Monterrey, Guadalajara, and Mexico City. Everything else is in the U.S., like
Yeah.
split between the East Central region and West Coast.
Okay, that makes sense. And out of curiosity, like, I know this is happening because like a lot of like all three are hosting the World Cup this year. In previous World Cups where only one country was hosting, is it held just in like one stadium or multiple?
In multiple stadiums.
Multiple
So
stadiums.
that's yeah. So when um, FIFA have like they open the bids for countries to host the World
Mm.
Cup, that is one thing that they look for a country that has
Enough
multiple stadiums.
stadiums.
Yeah, enough stadiums so they can host
Some
multiple
people,
games.
some places just build, right? Like the way the Olympics does, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
See.
and that's what happened with Brazil. They built a lot of stadiums, and after the World Cup, I want to say, I forgot when that World Cup was. It was
I
14,
yeah,
2014, I think.
yeah, 2014. Um, a lot of them were left empty because they didn't
Wow.
have like a sustainability plan to use those stadiums
Afterwards.
afterwards, which is a common problem when you're for countries who are hosting these large events, not just for the World Cup, but also for the Olympics. They
Yeah.
have to look forward to the future, like how are these stadiums are going to be used in the future after this big world event is done.
Yeah, because I remember like this was many, many years ago. I was 18 then. I had been given the opportunity to travel to China, to Beijing and to Shanghai, like, and this was directly before the Olympics were held there. And I got to see like the stadium being built, or like the stadium while it was in construction, like I like literally passing by, and I was like, wow, like I couldn't believe that was something that was happening at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so but like now with the context of this, like, oh, like if you're hosting like a big international event every that happens every couple of years, like building the stadiums makes sense, but that is a big expense and a big like it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the controversy with Qatar actually, because they didn't
Mm-hmm.
have the stadiums. Like the US, we already have the stadiums.
Yeah.
We are NFL country, hello, right? So we have the size. They have to be a certain size too to host the tournament. But for Qatar, they were building the stadiums there. They brought in labor from like different countries, and there's a lot of controversy with that. We don't even have to get into it, but yeah, depending on that
I can
country.
share the podcast episode about the I think like the BBC and the Inquiry, they went into detail about
Oh,
it. I was like,
yes.
it was uh still upset about that.
Brutal. Yeah, yeah.
It's like why would you choose this like country? Like there was
Yeah,
no
yeah,
stadiums
yeah.
Money.
It's
there.
bribery, basically. There's a
Yeah.
lot
Yeah,
of bribery. There's a
basically.
lot of
Which is
corruption in FIFA, to be honest. But yeah.
Hmm.
yeah.
Which is like, and it's kind of alarming. Like for this year's World Cup, it's people like Evelyn and I, we've had discussions about this before this tournament started, like how FIFA has been corrupt. And also anyone who is an active like soccer football fan. But
Mm-hmm.
now I feel like this um with this 2026 World Cup, people are wondering, it's like, oh my God, like why are these tickets so high? It's like, oh my God, like why did FIFA like, kind of like I don't want to like say lie, but obfuscated like what the seating plan was like for the tickets and buying, and I'm like, this is FIFA. We've all know like this has always been known that FIFA kind of does this, and this is what I was telling my mom with
Mm-hmm.
the high price ticket prices for the New Jersey Transit when it was like initially like $150. I
Mm-hmm.
told my mom, it's like, listen, the governor at the time, he probably didn't have any choice. FIFA told them, it's like, you have to agree to this, or we won't host, we won't choose you as a stadium to host the World Cup. And they probably was like, oh, you're going to lose all this tourism and all this stuff and all this benefits. So you probably had no choice to sign. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, we'll take on the costs of the transportation, not realizing how much it would cost, really truly cost to haul all these people back and forth
Yeah.
from the state to the stadium.
Yeah, but I think it's exponentially worse this year because US hosted it in 1994. And I actually did go to a game at the old Giants Stadium
Oh,
back when it
dope.
was called Giants Stadium in Jersey. So if my family could afford to take the whole family, my dad was able to afford that. It was not, I mean, it was a little pricey, but it wasn't like $2,000 a
Devastating.
ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's something about this particular year and the particular corruption we have going on in general has made it inflated.
Yeah.
Inflated. So
And
Mm-hmm.
and also to be fair, like rising ticket prices in general has been like something that is
mm.
happening over like the last few years. So how strange and mysterious that this is all cropping up yet again in this specific instant.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Anyway, so what else? So okay, new countries, new countries coming in, three countries hosting this entire event. Anything else like new about this year's World Cup in comparison?
There are a few tiny countries that have made it in because
Mm-hmm.
the window is spread to 48 teams. So you have something like Curacao going in for the first time,
What?
and Cape
Ivory.
Verde from Africa. There's like these very tiny countries where you would say there's like less than a million people in the country, and you're
And
like,
Ivory
Dope.
Coast.
That is pretty
no,
cool.
they were in there. No, they were in there.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, they've been in there. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's the difference. But it's kind of like good and bad to have 48 countries that way because it's like, okay, it's bad because obviously people want more money to get more people
Mm,
watching, but it's also
mhm.
good because in the sense that Curacao would never have made it in
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives more.
otherwise.
Yeah, like because I like rooting for the underdog
Yeah,
during like these World Cup matches. I mean, I root for England, but I mean,
they kind of are an underdog. Let's be
yeah,
Yeah.
real.
they kind of are, but they
They
also
really
just
are.
like disappoint you toward
They
like
do.
They
towards
don't
the
have
end.
the best track record.
Yeah, exactly. So,
They
but
last won in 1966, and every World Cup year, the English say it's coming home, it's
it's
coming
coming
home.
home. I'm like, stop saying that.
It
Like,
didn't.
It didn't. No.
but you also have Scotland who's
Okay.
in. So that
Yay!
yeah, so that would be interesting to see because Scotland is like for Scotland, for sports, they are really good at rugby, in my
Mm,
opinion, compared to like football or cricket.
mm-hmm.
Rugby is really their sport. So it's always nice to see like Scotland, really rising up in different forms of sports, and they're pretty good in soccer. I mean, not like Spain or France good, but they're up there.
I heard there was a halftime show happening.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Is it just an American
Sadly,
thing?
yes. And in
Yeah,
fact, I think I heard rumors that this is not happening in the next one, like in the next World Cup. This is
That's
a
hilarious.
solely American
Somehow that makes perfect
invention
It
sense,
does
though.
to
doesn't it
do
though?
it
because
because
you
in
wouldn't.
94 they didn't do it in 94, like they had the show
Obviously.
beforehand. They didn't do it in the halftime, but this particular one they said we're going to do it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think
America
this
is where
is.
you go for halftime shows, I guess.
Yeah, that's because I think for uh what's the I don't want to mispronounce it. The conca conca
CONCACAF.
Bonkaka?
CONCACAF. Thank you. CONCACAF. Didn't they have like something similar to a halftime show as well? Because I remember the last time I watched.
Ooh,
I
that's a
mean,
possibility.
I'm
Because
trying
I
to
think
remember, and I know they have performances, but I don't remember it. I think that's only like during the opening and the closing. Like that's
so
Yeah.
maybe okay, so maybe that was it. Because I do remember there were some performances during the last game.
yeah, I think they do have a performance during the last game, but I don't know if it's actually a halftime show, if it's just the closing ceremonies. I don't
Yes.
remember.
So maybe
Yeah.
it was that. But
Yeah,
I
Because
know, yeah. the halftime show, I feel like it's just to appease. I think with um with FIFA, they try to do everything to get more American viewers to watch, and they feel that doing a halftime show because well, the majority of us watch the Super Bowl, so we love the halftime show, so we must want the same thing. It's like, well, that's I mean, I just for the Super Bowl, if it's an artist that I like or I'm interested in, I
Yeah.
will watch the halftime show for the
Yeah.
Super Bowl, and that's the only thing. But I feel like with FIFA World Cup, it's not because it's not done in other countries of the world.
Mhm.
You kind of like you're there for the action and the
Hmm.
intense like suspense of like, oh my god, like this is like the last game, like who's gonna win, like who's the two
Yeah.
they're battling against. And
I think a
you kind
halftime
of
show diminishes like that like
yes,
Yes.
it
the
yeah,
what's
it
it
does.
called?
Like
The
the
energy.
exactly. Because let us be honest, I can tell you who like what happened the last World Cup, like who won, how the action was, and stuff like that. You even though it happened like months ago, I have no idea who played the Super Bowl or who won, but I do
Right.
know that the Bad Bunny halftime show was pretty awesome.
Yes, Bad Bunny. I
It was
watched
really awesome.
mostly for Bad Bunny. Yeah,
I
And
that's
did
they
true.
sold
too.
out.
That's
The Green Day opening performance sold out.
Oh
Um,
yes, I saw that too.
oh my
it was
god.
good, but like, come on, man.
I know, I know. Well,
I
the other thing is
I
like,
feel they could not be. They were definitely like.
Oh, they could have. They
Oh
should
yeah,
have.
shit.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on.
yeah. Well, the
Apparently, I
problem,
just.
like the other problem is that they're extending it instead of 15 minutes. You have 15 minutes between the two halves. They're going to extend it to 25 minutes because
To
of
Nar.
the
accommodate the
halftime
halftime
show.
show, yeah.
Isn't that ridiculous? Like you think there should be some rule against it, but
Well,
It
apparently, the
really
BBC's not broadcasting the
oh
halftime show,
oh,
so.
I heard
I'll be
about
like,
that.
I
I
was
heard
like,
about that.
thank you, BBC, thank you.
They're like, no, F that. We're not showing that.
It's like
Okay.
I'm like fingers crossed. I'm like, okay, can you like on your BBC World News network here, can you just like speed right over to that part so I don't have to watch the halftime show? Even though I like Shakira, the song that she came out for the World Cup, it's great, and I feel like Shakira should just do every song for the World Cup because she always does an amazing job. But again, I'm like, I am not here for this. You guys
Mm-mm.
can have like, you should do this like separate. Maybe post this on YouTube or something and share
Yeah.
it to
Use it
like,
for like advertising, like or whatever. Cause I understand promotion is necessary, and like I understand like hype is necessary, but like the now that you've talked about like the way that the halftime show, the difference of like what a halftime show means for this World Cup versus like something like the Super Bowl, like that makes a lot of sense. Like why it's such a, it's almost like a mood killer.
yeah.
Well, speaking of mood killers, they also for this World Cup, they have hydration breaks that are going to be mandatory now in each half. So around the 30-minute mark, because obviously it's hot. Summer is hot
Yes.
in the US. So the players need a hydration break, which is fine. But now they said that they might cut to commercials during that time. So this is not what usually happens during a
I
World Cup
see.
game. You don't see commercials in the middle of it, but
Yeah.
They're
now
trying to turn
apparently
it
they
into the
might.
Super Bowl then.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're
And
trying
I
to turn it
think,
into the Super Bowl.
yeah. And I'm like, no, if I want to be confused during a very long game, then I will watch the Super Bowl. I'm not going into the World Cup being confused. I know what's happening. I can watch them, drink water on the screen for like, 10 minutes. That's
I'm
fine. Just
sure
don't cut.
there's an audience for, people drinking water.
Well, all right. Usually during those types of breaks, though, like I know for the Spanish commentators, they would be like running analysis or something like that. You know what I mean? They would
Yes.
just be commenting on like the last 15 minutes
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
while those breaks are happening. So to have a commercial just kind of feels, well,
I
American.
feel like they'll do that on the Spanish channels that are broadcasting the World Cup. I think it's Telemundo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to remember who's broadcasting this one, and it's Fox. And
I thought it was
Mm-hmm.
ABC. Was it Fox?
No,
no,
it's Fox.
it's
It's
Fox,
Fox.
Ugh.
unfortunately. And
Mm.
they're not very good. In my opinion, they're not very good at commentary. I feel like
Understandable.
I would prefer either ABC or NBC.
Mm.
Yeah.
I
I
feel
thought it
like
was
they're
ABC.
Oh
yeah,
wow.
I feel like they're much
Well,
better at doing sports commentary. And
well.
especially NBC because since they do the Premier League and they hired really great commentators to do that. It's just like with Fox, I feel like you're just gonna hear I'm like, you need to shut up. You need
Yeah,
to shut
just
up.
mute. Just mute
Yeah.
it.
My God. Okay, so with my gosh. So when is the World Cup final obviously is when this is all happening. Um the lead up to that is when like are they is the tournament happening like starting from a certain date and then we go to the final, or is the final what this is all about?
So it starts June 11th.
Okay.
So that's when the tournament starts and it keeps going
Mhm.
up till the final July 18th. That's
Ah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
when it
And
is two. Yeah, go ahead, Evelyn.
no, I was just going to say, I'm not sure if you're familiar with groups, but the countries
I'm
are
familiar
divided
with the
into.
tournament system. Not sure about groups.
Yeah.
Okay, so every group has four countries in it, and so because there's 48, obviously they're not going to all play against each other, right? So within the
Mm-hmm.
groups, they determine who are the top, I guess, two, and then who goes on to the next round.
Mhm.
It's a little different because 48 is a strange number, but
Yeah.
they whittle it down to your usual quarterfinal, semifinal, then the final.
Yep.
And
Gotcha.
then
Gotcha.
and in order for them to get out of the group stage, they have to like earn a certain amount of points. So when they're in the group stage, it's kind of like how the Premier League and the MLS league is run.
Mm-hmm.
Because a coworker asked me about this. It's like, oh, what happens when they're both tied? If they're both tied in the group stage, that's fine. They'll just each the draw, they'll earn a point.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
But if they're in the knockout stage, if they both draw, that's when they go into overtime. So
Mm.
they'll have 30 minutes, 15 minutes on each side to see if they can break break the draw. And if they can't, then they go into the penalty phase.
My favorite.
I hate the penalty phase. No,
I
this is
I
love
nerve
love
penalty.
it. It's
wracking. No,
high
I'm like, oh
drama.
my, I'm like,
You know what? They should skip the 30 minutes and go straight to the penalty
Just go
no,
kick.
straight to
I'm
penalty kicks.
Just because, come on, you're exhausted. They played 90 minutes. You want them to play a full 120 and then just go straight to the penalty kicks. It's
I love
fine.
penalty
oh,
kicks.
I hate penalty kicks because I'm like, just like, I think, I feel like maybe it was it with
England?
Argentina?
Oh,
Oh
I
yeah,
was gonna
England.
say.
Oh yeah,
I
it
said
was
England is
England.
notoriously
Oh my god, I
not good.
there, no, there was one World Cup tournament. They were really good, and I feel like this was the year of penalty kicks because it seems like every match ended up with a draw, and they had to go into the
They do
to
it.
penalty kick. I was like one time sitting on the couch, like clutching my pillow. I was just rocking back and forth, like, oh my god, please, please, and please. And when it like went through, I was like, yes.
Yeah, yeah. It's always so funny to me when you see people at the actual game covering their eyes because they
Yes.
can't take the drama of it. I'm like, oh my God, this is so funny.
it's
I
like
love
it's kind
it.
of like a horror movie. It's like, oh my god, I
It
can't wait.
yes.
Tell me when it's over. Tell me when it's over.
Yeah. Sometimes you'll see players do that. Players from the team will literally face
Yeah,
away from the goal so that they don't see what happens, and they only see the reaction of everyone else around them to know what happened.
because they're
Oh my
nerve
god.
wracking. It's like,
It's nerve
oh
wracking. It is
That's
yeah,
so nerve wracking.
crazy.
yeah,
It's
No, the
where
drama's real.
The drama is
yeah, yeah.
real.
No, it literally is where heroes are made and
hmm
villains, of course. Like you can get a guy's like shooting at sky high, and then that's all anyone talks about. I still remember it in 1994. It's just ingrained in your memory.
That's
Yeah.
funny. That's good. That's good.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, that happens. So you have, and it's like Evelyn said, like in the group stage, it's the first two, the top two who get the most points. They can get out of the group stage and they move on to the knockout round.
Okay.
Mhm.
Jesus. All right. There's a lot.
Oh yeah, no, it's and like the importance of it too is like you're following the team from the beginning stages, so
Yeah.
that also lends to the drama once they're in the knockout rounds, once they make
Mhm.
it to the semifinals.
Mhm. Yeah, no, I can imagine. I can definitely look. Unfortunately, I may not follow like sports in real life, but I do watch sports anime, and I understand the feeling because majority of the time, like the point of a sports anime specifically is for them to get into the tournament, for them to like achieve their dreams. So I understand like the drama that comes with it, like the sequencing, but also that's storytelling in
Yeah,
general. So I'm just
it is.
here like I understand how, but I've just never like witnessed. I have never actually done it in real life, and I feel like at some point I really should.
Do you want to watch the World Cup
I'm
start? Like, do you want to pick a team and we'll just put it on the TV?
I
Yeah,
might
Do it.
actually.
Do it.
let's pick a
This might be the
team.
year I follow like at least like because World Cup is happening. Like maybe I should like actually follow it and see what happens. I'm
Yeah,
yeah
which
I
team
am.
would you want to
Yeah, what
pick?
team would
I
you
don't
support?
know. I don't know.
We should do a personality test. I'd be like, do you
Yeah,
like
BuzzFeed's
the
definitely got one.
underdog? Do you like
Do you like the
Yeah.
team that you know for a fact is gonna either make it to like the
No,
quarterfinals or the semis?
no, let her
yeah.
pick the team she wants and suffer the crushing blow when they don't make it.
Or do you just like the color of the jersey? Like
I
that
just
could
like
be
the color of the
Honestly,
jersey.
that's not an invalid way.
It's not an
No, that's
invalid.
not. I've heard people say like I picked them because they have nice color jerseys.
Yep,
Oh, I know
That's
someone that
really
picked the
funny.
team based on how good looking they are.
also true.
Oh God,
Yeah.
that's true. No, that is half the. That's also half the reason why any other people like pick up sports because they just want to watch hot men duke it out in the field.
And hey, look,
That is
man,
true.
sometimes that's how you end up getting into this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
Japan not design their jerseys like in
Oh,
to like
For the
imitate
blue
like
lock.
the
Blue
blue
Lock,
lock
yeah.
like jerseys?
They did. They did
And
indeed.
they're very good too.
No, they are very good.
Yeah,
Oh
Very good.
Japan.
no.
Yeah.
All
Am
right.
I about to support Japan
Look,
because
You
I
can
got the
support
BuzzFeed quiz right here.
BuzzFeed
support
quiz?
It's time to find
Japan.
out which Major League Soccer team. Oh, wait,
Are we
wait.
doing this live? Yes,
Oh,
probably.
No, 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 but I think this is for the American League. Never mind.
Oh, never mind.
Oh God, yeah. If you're gonna follow a team, I mean, if you want to follow a team for with crushing disappointment, yeah, follow the U.S. Team.
you're not
Honestly, that's
wrong
yeah, because they
there
do
for
make it
this
like pretty far
year.
and then just die.
And
No, they haven't made it far recently, and this year is up in the air too. But
Oh yeah, that's right. They didn't make it out of the knockout last year, right?
yeah, last time they got knocked
Yeah,
out
yeah.
in the
Last
early
time they
in the group
didn't make.
stage. They got
Yeah.
And
grouped. That's what they call
I
it.
they're
feel like
only
as
and
I
they're
feel
only
like
in this tournament because they're the host nation.
Yeah.
So if you are,
They didn't
if
have to
You're the
qualify.
host. You are
yeah,
seated.
yeah,
Damn.
yeah,
Okay, okay. I'm just here like you know what? I feel like as the token Asian in this group,
You have
not
to support Japan.
I have to support. I have to
Yeah.
support an Asian team.
South Korea is
South
also
Korea is a
a
South
team.
good
Korea is
team.
always a good one.
Yeah, and with the BTS comeback and
There you go. There
perhaps
you go.
perhaps
That would be so funny if they got
this would
far
actually
because
be
of the
really
BTS connection.
Yo, honestly though,
I've been watching a lot of like BTS comeback videos recently, so it's front of the brain.
There you go. I'm surprised there's not a crossover. Like, have they done like work together, like a commercial? Like
Well,
some other players.
oh God, that's so funny. Yeah.
They should do that.
Look,
They should.
it's a month out. We don't know what commercials they're gonna
They're
play.
they're going to about 82 like stadium not stadiums 82 concert venues, I believe. So like it's a very big
Hey, man.
tour that the BTS is going on.
You don't know. They
Wow.
might film something ahead of time once the tournament starts. You know.
I watched them on Hot Ones. Okay, it's not. Oh God. Well, anyway, yeah, we will find something and figure out what I'm following, because am I ready to experience the highs and lows and the
The
crushing
heartbreak.
disappointment?
Oh, yo, if you're gonna go with South Korea, they're apparently in Group A with Mexico.
Oh, what?
Ooh, that's
Oh.
enticing.
That might be a good.
If
very good
if
match.
if all Asian teams fall out of the fall out, I'm going to
Oh.
go to Latin America.
Japan's in Group F with the Netherlands and Sweden.
Oh
Oh no!
Yeah, they're not making that out of that one.
That's a
No.
little rough. Sweden's not that good, but Netherlands is rough.
The Netherlands is.
The Netherlands will
insane.
kill you.
The
They
Netherlands-
try to
Clip that.
kill you.
Let's see.
Wait, I'm looking at all these.
Wait. Uzbekistan made it? What the?
Uzbekistan?
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Wow.
I'm excited. We have Uzbek
Alright.
restaurants around here.
You know what? I guess I'm following the World Cup this year. What else have I got to do?
Why
A
not?
couple of weeks. Yeah, it's just a
Why
couple of
not?
weeks, and it's a
And
lot
that's-
of fun.
And I'll tell you what, the timing is good because obviously, like, we're in the US. It's not like you're following it when it's in Japan and you had to be awake at 2 a.m. to watch a
Oh,
game.
God.
That's true.
No, that's very.
Which I
real.
remember. I remember those days fondly.
Oh,
And also, like, and with like when it was in like Qatar, when they
Oh,
had
yeah.
to move it to November because they just realized, like, oh, wait a minute, it's really hot there
Yep.
in June and July. Maybe we shouldn't
Right.
do it. I'm like,
I'm
why didn't you
crying.
think of that when you chose?
That's crazy.
Yep, it's very real.
All right, so we are like, I feel like I'm closing this part involving the FIFA World Cup with the decision to follow FIFA like this year and see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ole, ole,
Ole,
ole,
ole,
ole.
ole. Tessa.
I'm going to regret this, I'm sure.
Proudly.
But
You know what? No. It could be like the kiss of luck, right? It's like the the beginner follows a team and then they make it all the way.
Honestly, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that is how.
that would be so funny. That would be really funny if that happened. But like we will see. I'm already seeing what I'm up against, and I'm just like, maybe.
Like, we never know. Japan might make it out, and
Yeah, making it lower.
I know. I'm
They can
I'm
hope.
having hope that they will beat the Netherlands.
To be fair, they only have to get into the number 2 spot, so
God.
they
That
really
is
only have to
true.
be.
That is true.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh! All right, we
they only got to beat Sweden and Tunisia.
Oh, they might have a chance.
doable. That's doable. To be
doable.
honest.
They can make it to
Yeah.
the next stage. It's it's after that.
all right.
Yeah.
I will follow and see what happens. I will keep a note. I'll keep. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep a notebook on on like the following of the World Cup and see what happens. I think that will make it fun for me.
Well, look, yeah, just don't support the
Yay.
U.S. Because they're not making that out of their bracket anyway.
When have I ever supported the U.S.?
I was gonna say that wasn't even in the. That was not an
Never.
option.
Looks
was
into
like,
the
"There was
camera
not
like
one."
I'm in the office.
It's like, look, they're not making that out of their bracket.
Who's in their group again?
Paraguay,
Australia, and
Australia. Yeah.
Oh.
So honestly, they could make it second.
They could.
Turkey's the
could.
strongest in
These
that
are predictions.
Yeah, Australia.
No, they're not strong. They're not strong.
They're not strong. No, they're not.
Paraguay is beatable. U.S. has beaten Paraguay not too long ago,
Mm,
actually.
yeah.
So they might make it out.
They might make it out. You think?
All right. No,
Fingers
this is,
Oh,
crossed.
man.
look,
I
this
feel
is
like
gonna
this
be interesting
drawing-
for me.
Oh, that drawing must have been rigged. They had two. That's too easy.
Hey, stop it. No, it's not.
What? No. The World Cup is rigged? Can't be.
Damn.
Oh, like, come on, that's too easy for them.
So okay. So okay, so this year is a World Cup year, as we mentioned at the
Yes.
top. Is there anything I should be made aware of that does actually happen every year? Cause like y'all had to reveal to me that apparently, due to my lack of memory, I guess the Super Bowl happens every year.
Yep, every February.
Every February this happens, and I have zero memory of anything, and I wasn't even aware of it until Travis Kelsey and Taylor Swift started dating.
You know why? Because the New York teams don't make it far, so the hype is not here.
Okay,
Anywho,
hang on.
I've
Not
been
for
No,
fo-
no,
not for
no,
Super
no,
Bowl.
no, wait. Let's
That's my theory of why
Chris.
Tessa hasn't
No,
seen
no,
it.
all right.
Let's be honest.
Not for the world. No, not for what's called. Not for the Super Bowl.
NFL.
That's fine. However, you didn't know that the World Series happens every year, and that's baseball. New
Listen-
York teams do make
Oh,
it
that's funny.
baseball.
Listen, it's called the World Series. I assumed the world was involved. And...
Yeah, Canada's in there.
Oh, I thought we needed
Really?
more time. I thought we needed
Really?
more time.
Because they
Slapping.
include one country.
One other country's in there. It's the World Series, baby.
Oh my god.
I'm crying, dude. No, I did not know about the World Series. And when does this happen?
Every year.
No,
Oh,
October.
October, yeah,
October. So it happens in the fall.
in the fall.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so we have
Okay.
February, like is when Super Bowl
Football
happens.
Basically, when
American football.
yeah, American football ends, culminating in February's Super Bowl.
Got it.
Got baseball, which starts its spring training in April, May,
Yes.
Okay.
and then leads on into November.
Mm-hmm.
You got basketball, which starts.
Wow, no, I'm joking.
Yeah, I mean, we're about
It's
to.
in it's in the final stages.
Yeah,
so
we're
Western
about to
Conference,
reach the
Eastern
finals.
Conference.
So
I
this
feel like
is
basketball keeps going on longer and longer. I'm like, I
Well,
thought
it's
it was over.
with basketball being indoors. I feel like it makes sense to like have it go on.
Just go on and on.
It just feels like it goes on.
Yeah. So
long time.
So I heard about the Knicks. Like
Yes.
what am I hearing? What am I hearing?
Oh my god.
Yeah, right
Vaguely.
about the Knicks.
What am I hearing?
Oh, you know, they're the New
Knicks
York team.
3-0 against the
They made a miracle
Cavaliers.
and
They just
they're-
need one more game, and then they're in the finals, which is against
When
the
is the
Western
finals?
Conference.
the finals is in June.
Yeah.
Oh, so lots of shit happening at once.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, different team, like it's different sports.
Different sports happening.
so-
But because yeah, you're because like obviously Super Bowl already finished.
Mhm.
You said spring training for baseball happens like
like begins in
around-
April, usually down
Mhm.
like down
So
in
we're
Florida.
in there. So we're
Yeah.
currently in there. And then you're telling me like the finals for basketball happens in June.
Yeah,
And
because
now
it starts in November. I want to say like the
December. I think
December?
it is. Yeah.
and
the
then we have
basketball
World
season.
Cup like starting in June.
right. But all right,
Yeah.
so remember, World Cup is
Every 4 years.
Years.
Yes.
That like MLS has its own tournament, by the way, which
MLS is
the what's it called
Major League Soccer.
Soccer.
Major League
Soccer.
Soccer. Okay.
So like each league
Like,
has its
be-
yeah. Major League Baseball, yeah. Like you gotta remember, every kind of sports league has its own kind of tournament that leads to the finals, and they take a break, and then the new
the
season
new
starts
season
up.
starts. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
God.
So it's
I
like,
need to keep. I feel like this is on my end of things. I'm like, I need to keep a sports journal.
I mean, only
Because
if you
I
want to
won't
follow
know.
it, because like here's the thing, Madison Square Garden, right?
Mm-hmm.
Home of the Knicks, and also home of the who is it? Rangers.
The Rangers?
Yeah.
Oh, for hockey.
Yeah, for hockey.
Yeah.
So half the time they're doing basketball, half the time they're doing hockey, and then
I am
in the
ashamed
time
to say
between,
I'm only aware of hockey right now because of heated rivalry.
and that's what I'm saying. Like it's like in the time between they host concerts,
Yes.
Which
So-
we go to
occasionally.
occasionally.
So that's what I'm saying. Like it depends which season you're in,
yeah,
but none of the seasons really overlap.
yeah.
Like none of
Yeah.
the games really overlap unless it's like a conference
It's-
or an
it's-
international game.
Say it does feel like there's a sport for every season,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
and it's it has not hit me until like fairly recently, because yes,
hmm
my God,
And it doesn't help that I don't watch sports regularly.
you really don't.
So-
I have to find out from Evelyn and Tabrisha
Exactly.
specifically because
that's
they
really
follow
mostly-
other sports.
and that's really mostly football
Football.
and occasional
Yeah.
cricket.
Women's soccer, like
Yeah,
specifically
cricket.
too.
And occasionally cricket.
Yeah.
Do you want to
Okay.
know about cricket?
I mean, honestly, we have.
Look, if you really like, again, there's things happening all the time because you
Uh,
want to know what else happens yearly? The X Games, which still exist.
tell me
Which
You
is
about
have,
a shock to me.
yeah.
I
So the X Games
yeah.
takes place during the summer,
what
and
did
it's
they do?
so much. No, it's mostly. I mean, look, it started in the '90s with the craze of like extreme sports, so
Yeah.
skateboarding, roller skates, BMX, stuff like that.
I genuinely would like to follow the X Games. Did not know what happened every year.
Yeah, it happens every year in July, June, July, I think, and
Wait,
then
didn't the Warp Tour have like a collaboration with some of those
they
sports? Because
usually
I
do.
feel
Yeah,
like I've
No.
seen that.
no,
Like when
no,
I
they've
went to
done
the
it.
Warp Tour, they
I
would
don't
have
know if
like a
they.
half pipe.
Yeah, yeah. Like there will be like if they coincide in the same cities,
Mhm.
they do actually team up every once in a while. I don't
That's
know if they've
fun.
done it recently because the Warp Tour has been kind of weird.
Right.
But yeah, in the past they've definitely had like the Warp Tour stages right next to the X Games stages, so they'd collab.
Okay.
And then you have the Winter X Games, which also happens every year. And again, it's like extreme sports. So snowboarding, different like long jumps of skiing. Like it's motocross.
Wait, it's really funny that you mentioned like the skiing and like the long jump because I'm like, isn't that also Olympic stuff?
It is,
Or did it
but they just
recently
do
enter?
no. They just do insane shit on them
Oh,
because they're doing
okay.
tricks while they're doing like
Got it.
they're in
That
the
was my
air
question too.
spinning
I was like,
upside down because what else are you gonna do on a winter half pipe? Like that's what I'm saying.
I follow Winter Olympics. Like very specifically, I love Winter
And the Winter
Olympics
me
X Games
too.
just
I
kind
do
of
love
takes
it.
all of what they do in the Winter Olympics and
and
just
just cranks it
that
up to
like
11.
cranks it up to 11. Yeah,
Oh,
Okay, okay.
that's kind of interesting. I didn't
I
know
yeah.
would
that.
like to see the X Games. Yes.
The X Games are fun to watch. It's just kind of hard to find them sometimes because
Mm.
it's on ABC when they're when they're like being broadcasted.
Okay.
But there's no unlike the other like championship series or whatever. There's no lead up to them. It's just
Mm.
hey like these these are the big names
Mm-hmm.
happening in like skateboarding and BMX, which let's be real, no one can name any of them unless you're following them actively. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like unless you're following like who what genius skateboarder like 13-year-old skateboarders coming out of Japan,
Oh God.
you're not gonna know who they are, but they
Yeah.
will show up at the X Games, like doing insane combos.
Will I see Tony Hawk?
He'll probably be in the crowd. He's still a big part of it because he made his career off of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, like
Absolutely.
I remember a few years ago there was a lot of talk about one of the skateboarders coming out of Japan. She was like a 14-year-old girl, but like busting out insane tricks on the half pipe, and it was cool to watch. Don't remember her name right now, but it was like yeah, she made a big name for herself actually. So it was fun.
That's cool.
Mhm.
All right. So among the things that Tessa will be picking up in 2026,
The X Games.
the X
The X
Games,
Games.
and World Cup. And what's actually really funny is the reason why I wanted to discuss sports in general with all y'all and following it is because I have heard of like in various like in various like communities online there are girlies who have gotten into Formula 1 and I'm just like
Mm.
how'd that happen?
Oh, I've
And
heard about this.
Because it's
yes.
like I think it was like a lot of sports romance. They're now doing Formula One romance.
Currently, yes, there if
Yeah.
I understand correctly too, there are various fandoms that have made Formula 1 AUs, like alternate universes for these pairings, and I think it's hilarious.
That's so weird.
That's what's happening. Kept seeing
Yeah.
it crop up. I'm like, what is going on? Like,
Yeah,
why
so
is
the for
everyone into F1?
Yeah, because
yeah,
like, look, here's the
and
thing: F1
honestly,
has been popular for years,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
to hear it like this, that's funny
To
as
hear the phrase Formula 1 girlies,
yeah. I'm just like, I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. Well, who do they like? Like, who's the main guy?
Leclerc, I don't know.
Oh,
I can only remember Leclerc and I can't remember anyone else. Like
there's
Is
I
someone.
is
don't
he
follow.
American? Is he American or
It's
no?
gotta be.
Charles Leclerc, I believe is his name. I do
That's
not know who's
sounds like
he
he's
is.
from the UK.
Yeah, feels like it. Who
Uh,
else?
There's Lewis Hamilton. He's very big.
Oh,
Um,
what the heck?
is
Leclerc.
he?
I wait.
Okay, Charles
Oh, Monte
Mark.
Carlo. He's from Monaco.
It's really Monica.
Oh,
Okay,
got it.
no, it's
Okay.
really funny because I'm here like Charles Mark Hervé Percival Leclerc is a Monegasque Formula One driver. And I'm like, what country is this? And it is Monte
It's
Carlo, Monaco. Thank you.
Monte Carlo. So he's a rich guy.
I mean, are we
definitely
surprised?
now.
Are we kind of surprised? But yeah, he's the one I am aware of. I'm sure there are more. There are so many edits of so many Formula One drivers that are actually really hilarious.
He's got a face of a romance like book lead.
Yes,
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
really? Wait, which
I
one?
don't. Well, I guess
Leclerc.
Leclerc?
okay. In
Leclerc?
this particular shot, he kind of does, but I don't buy it. Like personally, this is not what
I've
I'm attracted
seen
to.
better
I don't claim him.
looking. He's okay.
It's all right. Like, no offense to any fans, but that's not my romance lead.
All right, you know what?
Yeah,
Now that you
same.
brought this up, what I want to find is the NASCAR versions.
There are.
They're really
Could you
wait, that's a
imagine?
joke. Hang on.
Yes, I mean, and if you got into Formula One, you probably got into NASCAR as
Oh,
well.
they're two different types of racing.
Are they really?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're both all right. They're both similar in the fact that they're circuit racing,
Yes.
but like F1 is way more involved than NASCAR is.
There might be some. There might be some.
There probably is.
They're probably
Okay.
they're probably extensions.
Like joking aside, there probably are. I mean, yeah.
yeah,
Lewis Hamilton is way better looking than Leclerc.
Well,
Absolutely.
yeah, that's
Just as I
yeah.
looked him up right
Look at
now, not knowing that he was even British or anything. I was like, who is this? And yeah,
he sounds
that's my
like.
assessment.
I gotta see. I just think it's funny. I have no skin in this game.
Not at all, but like it
Yeah,
is-
Oh, okay,
Right?
Lewis
Yeah.
Hamilton.
Yeah.
Yes, I see it.
Okay.
The only thing I guess that's not like a deal breaker or anything, but I would just say it's like machine and man, not just man, right? So if we're talking about sports, it's like a lot of it has to rely on what you're using there.
Oh yeah, I mean
So that's my only, I guess, beef. I guess you
it's
could say
your
why I
vehicle,
wouldn't
it's
follow F1,
it's your pit crew, you know, like
Yeah.
right? It's
Mhm.
it's
Oh,
a
he's a
different thing.
sir.
really?
Oh,
Lewis Hamilton is a sir.
Wow, he got knighted.
He got knighted.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay.
All right.
That
Knight
is
in shining
interesting.
race car.
I
All
love
right.
it.
That's so funny. But yes, this is the reason why like I'm like I'm just like I'm look, I want to find out mainly because like I've never seen any of this. Never gotten as much what do you call this in-depth information about these as I have like right now. Also in a judgment-free zone despite the giggles, yes.
Yes, and I just looked up. I don't know if anyone needs to know this, but Lewis Hamilton dated Kim Kardashian, so take that
That's
with a.
crazy.
And also
Crazy.
Nicole can never from the
Scheringer?
Pussycats.
Oh, her?
Yeah.
He dated
Yeah.
her?
Yeah.
That's insane.
He did it, her?
I'm sorry. No, I mean she's a big
Indignance.
deal. She's a big deal. I think she's a big deal.
Wow. That's crazy.
Anyway.
No, the moment you said I can't pronounce her name, I was like, oh, this person.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Scherzinger, yeah.
Oh god. There's so many Nicoles. I'm just like, there's very few with unpronounceable last names. Gosh. All right. Do we I think we have time for a little bit of cricket. Tabrisha, do you want to run us through cricket?
Yay!
I will say, I think there's a cricket team in my neighborhood somewhere.
there are a lot of local cricket teams. It's just
The
that
only the only reason I think it's cricket is because like there's usually a commotion happening, obviously lots of cheers, and someone's like whenever someone asks what is that, and then someone asks, oh, it's the local cricket team, or like they're playing cricket, and I was like, oh, I didn't know this was happening.
Oh yeah, in the park they play it.
Yes.
yeah. So yeah, cricket. There are different tournaments within cricket. So you have test matches, which can last for a couple of days, so like 2 to 3 days, because depending on like how many well test matches, it's based on like the two teams, which one declares and who can get the maximum runs and wickets. And then you have the T20 tournaments where that's a limited overs. It's 20 overs or 20 balls that each side gets to
Balls.
have and see which one, yeah, which who can get the maximum amount of runs without getting any wickets. And then you have the one day
Quick
international.
quick question though.
Yeah,
Which would you, cuz like I know we've had like quick like asides as to like, oh, rugby is like football. Like what is cricket like?
baseball.
Ah,
The closest, yeah.
The
okay, okay.
closest, yeah. It's like it's kind of like because it has the similarities because it's like has a batter and
Mm,
an
in a
umpire,
ball. Yeah.
and yeah, and with cricket they call it the bowler. In baseball, it's the pitcher.
Ah.
So, and it is just a different way of how the bowler bowls the ball and how the batter holds the bat. And
Got
then
it.
there's like the wicket is the like three prongs that are each side of like the um I forget what they call it, the runner, the trail kind of thing, where
Mhm.
the both of the because there's two batters on each side and they have to run back and forth to get the runs.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah,
Are there
it's
bases or there's not bases?
no, it's like there are no bases. It's two like if you look up like a cricket like field kind of thing, there are
Mhm.
two things like prongs at the end, and they have
Reminds me of like a football field a little bit.
kind of, but then you have two pitchers and they have to run on the pitchers batters, and they each have to run back and forth to get over the line before the other team
Oh.
who are playing the field get the ball back into that area and hit one of the wickets to get them out.
That field looks crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
That is wild.
So you have so now you have that field that has like the T20
Mhm.
matches, one day internationals, and then we do there is a World Cup, a
Okay.
T20 World Cup. So there was one recently for the men's. It happens every 2 years.
Okay.
There
Shorter
was
time frame.
yeah, there was just one recently for the men's. It happened in I think it was India and Sri Lanka, and India won.
Mhm.
They're the number one team in the world. India is like
Well, it makes
is
sense.
yeah, they're very hard to beat. um, and then you have the women's T20 World Cup, which actually starts around the same time as the FIFA World Cup. So it
Mhm.
runs from July 12th to July 5th. And this one takes place in England and Wales.
Oh. Oh yeah, it is also like okay, okay. Between India and like the UK, truly like that's where cricket lives.
Yeah, like, and we do, and there is a U.S. cricket team.
This was a very okay, see, now I remember why like this is very like, such a very recent like development because like wasn't there a US cricket team that just sprung up out of like out of the dust and was like, "Hey, we're actually pretty good at this."
Okay, all right.
Them. Their words.
Relatively, they're pretty good because I mean, a lot of the players they got were from either India, Pakistan, or the
Makes
West
sense.
Indies. Um,
I don't know
but
why there's this joke about like they pulled an IT team to play cricket and that's exactly what happened.
Oh,
yeah,
Yeah,
yes, because
that
one of
did
the guys
happen.
was a software engineer.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. That's the
Yes,
reason
now
why
I
like it's
remember.
so forefront.
yeah,
That's
it's
hilarious.
basically yeah. So, but yeah, because the U.S. has a cricket team because they hosted the I think for the first time
Mm-hmm.
the T20 World Cup in
Mm,
2024,
got it.
and it was the U.S. and the West Indies, which I don't understand why the U.S. was included because the majority of the matches took place in the West Indies. They
Crazy.
were like all the on all the West Indies cricket grounds. So, but in order for you to participate, it's like with any World Cup, you have to have a national team. So they
Got it.
had to create a national
Of course
U.S.
they did.
team, and it also kind of got briefly, like the U.S. Cricket Board, it briefly got disbanded for like corruption and embezzlement or something. Something happened. But
Okay.
anyway, so
But we're
yeah,
awaiting the women's T20 World Cup then.
yeah, we are, and they don't have. There isn't a women's U.S. team, so
Mm.
sadly, that's not.
What?
Yeah, there isn't.
Why? Why?
Well, because the board is corrupt, so they're trying to figure out the men's team. How are they going to start building a women's team if they can't even figure out the men's team? Like,
Oh,
come
that's
on.
so sad.
Oh
That's
God.
so sad.
So yeah, but I mean, you have England, India, Australia, New Zealand, West Indies, South Africa. I know I'm forgetting the teams. But yeah, and that also it happens every 2 years. And then you have the World Test Championship, which lasts a year.
Oh
Actually,
wow.
no, 2 years. Because it's all the countries in the world and they play matches and they're aiming to win enough games to earn the championship. So
Mm-hmm.
You'd think they would have rescheduled the T20 if it's the
why?
same because of the World Cup. You said it's
Why?
overlapping, right? June and
Yeah.
July.
Yeah.
The
But
same
they're two
countries are
different
interested.
boards. So
Well, sometimes
they're
they could rearrange
Damn.
it.
like, I mean, it's just more money for um pubs and bars over there because they're like, oh, you can watch the World Cup, the
And on this
soccer
other
World Cup.
TV, we have cricket.
Yeah, exactly. It's just more money for them. It's because it was like the same with the T20 men's World Cup, and then they also had the CONCACAF during the same time as
Ah.
well. So they every like sport has their like board of how they run tournaments. They don't interact with one another because they're like, hey, we're doing our thing and you're doing yours. Like we're just gonna move along.
I think the in the US it's a little better with the women's board versus like well actually it's the same board so maybe that helps if they're doing like because I remember for one particular game like they made sure that the women's game wasn't at the same time as the men's game because and it was a big deal is more of a big deal for the men's game and they're like well you're going to take away half the viewership of the women's game and you're trying to increase
Mm-hmm.
the viewership so it's not fair to the women to have it overlap at the same time as the men's game.
Yeah.
Well, because the women's well, depending on the team, it's usually the U.S. women's team. They're better, so more people actually want to root for them to move forward.
Yeah, no, I don't think this one was the U.S. women's national. It might have been something different, but yeah, the idea is you don't want it to overlap.
But I mean that makes sense for the same two like different teams of playing the same sport. But when you're having two different sports, they're like, well, because not everyone likes soccer. Some
Mm-hmm.
people will be able to watch the World Cup if they want to.
Right, right.
All right. That is. We've covered, I feel, as many sports as I can
As you can take
as
for
I can
one
take for.
afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, is there anything that the we're all looking forward to sports wise?
The
Well,
Knicks losing.
No, no. Their game four is, if I'm not mistaken, tonight. Okay,
As a Knicks fan, the Knicks losing.
Knicks 4-0. They're gonna go to the finals. The Western Conference is a little rough. I don't know. They might it might be more of a battle because they're just eating the Cavaliers alive. So
They really are. Like, honestly, though, they are destroying the Cavs right now.
yes, yes, they are. And
I,
Oh
I'm
God.
going along with Chris. Like until I actually see a trophy in their hands, I'm not
Yeah.
because
where's
they've
your
done this
faith? Where is
because
your
they've done
faith?
this before.
They
And you
really
gotta
have.
keep cheering them on. Where are you from?
They've done
Uh,
this before so many times. It's like,
Like
okay,
a bad
enough is
ex.
enough.
it's like I just don't want to get my hopes up until until we're here.
Exactly.
The Knicks have you in a situationship, and I, for one, will
And
not
then
say.
and then what happens when they win the whole thing? Then you'll be like, oh yeah, I was a fan the whole time. No, you weren't. You
No,
didn't support them
I
when
have
they were
never
No,
been a
I'll
good.
fan
be
of the Knicks.
ecstatic, but I'm not claiming any fake fan
I
over
am
here.
not being any fake fan. I would be like, okay, congrats,
Fucking
whatever.
finally.
Congrats.
No, that's actually
This city
yes.
is gonna blow up. This
That
city is
that
gonna
would be my response. What Chris
whatever.
said.
Fucking
Fucking
finally.
finally to A, them winning something, and B, that it's finally over and we can just wait a
How dare you? No,
uh,
but yeah, a Champions League final is actually on Saturday, which is exciting.
which I am not
You're
able to
like,
watch.
Man City's not even in it, and you're like, I don't even care anymore.
I I am heartbroken because like two like great players are leaving, and then the manager who has lead them into winning so many championships and trophies is leaving at the end of the
He
season.
is
So
leaving.
I so
He is leaving.
heartbroken.
It is sad. It is sad. But Arsenal did win the league after
Oh
22
fucking
years.
god! So they
So
can
they
stop
are
whining about
well.
it.
Well, now they want to do the double because Champions League final. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Who else is in the Champions League?
PSG.
All right. Well,
Paris Saint Germain. You're a Paris
guess
fan now.
guess who I'm rooting for?
Yeah.
All
But then
right.
also, yeah, and then
Was
the T20 World Cup, which starts June 12th.
nice. All right. So I guess I'm following World Cup this year, and we will find out later on like what happens after that. So on that bombshell, thank you so much for listening to Fake Book Club. You can listen to us on Spotify, YouTube, and Pandora, and you can visit our website at the fakebookclubpodcast.wordpress.com. And our next episode will be hosted by Chris yet again.
Yay.
What will we talk about? Who knows? We'll tune in to find out. Bye.
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 Bye.